Archangel Michael says the veil that has been covering the truth is being torn apart. The lies, the masks, and the manipulations are finally crumbling. Within the next 72 hours, the real face of this person will be revealed before your very eyes. Their charm once blinded you, their words once deceived you, but the mask they wear is fragile and breaking. The truth has been hidden in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to rise. That moment is almost here, and once it arrives, nothing will ever be the same. You have been sensing something was off. Whispers in your spirit, sudden chills, restless nights, they weren't random. They were warnings, preparing you for the exposure that is about to take place. The forces of heaven have been watching carefully. The records of betrayal, the secret conversations, the plans whispered behind closed doors are all written clearly. Soon, all masks will fall. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This revelation will strike like lightning, sudden and undeniable. The truth will not come softly, it will shatter illusions in an instant. That person's real intentions, the ones they worked so hard to keep hidden, will pour out like poison exposed to light. For so long, they played both sides. Smiling at you while plotting against you, offering comfort with one hand while holding a knife in the other. They believed they could keep the disguise forever. But time is up. Heaven has marked the hours, and within 72 of them, the revelation will erupt. Their mask is slipping already, and cracks are showing in ways they cannot repair. You will no longer doubt your intuition. The exposure will be undeniable, and it will confirm what your soul has been whispering all along. Be ready, because what you are about to see will shock you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The exposure will not just be a moment of clarity, it will be a cleansing. For every sleepless night you spent in confusion, heaven is preparing a moment of justice. For every tear you cried over deceit, heaven is delivering vindication. This person thought they were clever. They thought you would never notice the small inconsistencies, the strange silences, the double meanings hidden in their words. They underestimated your spirit. Their energy has grown heavier around you lately. You have felt it, even when they smiled in your face. You knew something was wrong, but you couldn't name it. Soon, you won't have to. When the truth breaks free, you will finally see the entire picture. The lies will crumble, the hidden connections will surface, and the mask will fall into pieces that can never be rebuilt. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You may feel unsteady when the revelation comes. The intensity of the truth can shake even the strongest hearts. But remember, exposure is not punishment, it is freedom. For too long, you carried weight that wasn't yours. You carried guilt, doubt, and questions that belonged to their deception. Now you will carry clarity instead. Every secret they whispered will turn into echoes that betray them. Every false move will shine under heaven's spotlight. They cannot run from what is already written. Prepare yourself emotionally, because when the mask falls, the shock will test your strength. But also prepare yourself spiritually, because after this, your life will no longer carry the same chains. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says the hand of protection has been over you this entire time. The reason you were not completely destroyed by their lies is because heaven shielded you. You were chosen to endure, not to be broken. When their true face is revealed, you will realize how much danger you were being shielded from. The conversations you never heard, the traps you never walked into, they were avoided because you were divinely guided. This unveiling will be your victory. Heaven does not expose without reason. When a mask falls, it is to liberate the one who has been bound by deception. You will stand stronger after this. The pain of betrayal will turn into the strength of clarity. And with that clarity, you will never allow such darkness near your soul again. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The mask they wear is thin as glass now, trembling against the weight of truth. It has lasted longer than expected, but heaven never delays its justice. Within hours, the fragile disguise will crumble, revealing the true face behind the lies. Every word they spoke to you with false sweetness will turn bitter. Every promise they made, only to break it later, will echo back to them like thunder. The revelation will not only free you, it will bring them into their own storm. Their power has always depended on secrecy. Without the mask, they are exposed, vulnerable, and stripped of control. They have nowhere to hide when the light uncovers everything. The truth is already pushing against the walls they built. They cannot silence it any longer. It is stronger than their games, louder than their manipulations, and ready to be unleashed. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You will notice small signs before the full exposure. Words slipping out of their control, expressions they cannot mask, sudden defensiveness when you speak. These are cracks in the armor they built. Watch closely, their actions will begin to betray them. No matter how they try to hold themselves together, their energy will reveal the truth before their lips ever admit it. It will feel surreal at first, almost like a dream. How could someone so close, someone you trusted, carry such hidden darkness? But the shock will give way to clarity. This unveiling is not just about them, it's about your freedom. Once you see clearly, you will never again question your worth or your instincts. You will rise with strength they never thought you had. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says your spirit has always been more powerful than their schemes. You were born with a light that darkness cannot snuff out. That is why they tried to cover you with lies, to weaken what they could not destroy. But their time of control is ending. Their mask will fall, and their intentions will be laid bare before all who need to see. What they thought would remain hidden will be shouted in the open. When the exposure comes, it will not be subtle. It will arrive like a storm breaking through silence. They will no longer be able to smile while hiding a dagger behind their back. And when you see their face without the mask, you will finally understand why heaven kept sending you warnings. The chills, the dreams, the restless nights, all of them were leading you here. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The next 72 hours carry weight unlike any other. Time is moving differently for you right now, as heaven aligns the truth with your path. Every tick of the clock is pushing you closer to freedom. Do not resist the revelation. Even if it shakes you, even if it hurts, it is the doorway to your peace. What once was hidden in shadows will no longer hold power over you. This person's exposure is not just a warning, it is a release. You are stepping out of deception and into destiny. You are walking away from chains you didn't even realize you wore. Stay alert, because when the mask falls, everything you thought you knew about them will shatter. And from the pieces, a new truth will rise, one that sets you free forever. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Their downfall will not be silent. It will be loud, messy, and undeniable. Those around them will see the truth as well, and no explanation will save them. The lies they once spun so carefully will unravel like threads in a storm. Every secret, every plan, every hidden betrayal will catch up with them. They cannot outrun divine justice. You will not need to seek revenge. The exposure itself will be the greatest justice you could ask for. What is coming is not in your hands, it is in heaven's timing. And that timing is already at your door. The truth is walking closer, and soon, you will stand face to face with what has been hidden for too long. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The storm is gathering, and every hidden act is being pulled into the light. Their footsteps grow heavier because the weight of truth follows them like a shadow. They know the exposure is near, but they cannot stop it. They may attempt one last performance, one final attempt to charm you into silence. But you will see the cracks in their smile, the fear in their eyes, the tremble in their words. Their mask is already slipping. Every illusion they created will collapse at once. People who once believed them will begin to question. The stories they told will no longer make sense, because the truth is too powerful to be denied. And when the final moment comes, you will no longer feel confusion. You will feel release, because the real face they worked so hard to hide will finally be visible to you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Do not be afraid of what is about to unfold. Exposure may feel painful at first, but it is also the beginning of your healing. When the chains of lies break, your spirit will finally be free. Heaven has watched as you carried burdens that did not belong to you. You questioned yourself when it was their deceit causing the heaviness. Soon, you will understand that you were never wrong, you were surrounded by manipulation. Their downfall is not meant to harm you. It is meant to open your eyes so that you never walk blindly again. The pain of revelation will become the strength of awareness. Stand strong, because once their face is revealed, you will rise above what once trapped you. And nothing will ever hold you in the dark again. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says the divine sword of truth cuts through every disguise. The lies may be thick, but they cannot withstand the fire of heaven's justice. The moment of reckoning has already begun. The whispers behind your back, the secrets exchanged in darkness, the plots formed against you, all are being uncovered. Heaven is stripping them of their false protection. They will try to explain, but their words will collapse under the weight of exposure. Every explanation will sound hollow, every excuse meaningless. Their voice will betray them as much as their actions. You, however, will stand taller. The truth that once felt distant will finally rest in your hands. It will be your weapon, your shield, and your freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The next 3 days are critical. Each hour carries with it a piece of the revelation that is coming. Every sunrise will bring you closer to the moment of truth. At first, it may come in whispers. A slip of the tongue, an unexpected message, a sudden confession from someone else. These are signs that the walls are collapsing. Then the truth will strike suddenly. Like lightning breaking through a storm, it will reveal everything at once. The mask will not simply crack, it will shatter. And once it shatters, there will be no way for them to rebuild it. What is exposed cannot be hidden again. The real face will remain uncovered forever. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The exposure will also bring you clarity about your past. Every moment of doubt, every uneasy silence, every strange look will now make sense. You will see the full picture with fresh eyes. Do not blame yourself for not seeing sooner. The mask was built to deceive, and anyone could have been fooled. But now, heaven is ensuring you will never be deceived again. This is your turning point. Life will not return to what it was before, it will be better. For once the chains of lies are broken, you will walk with freedom and confidence. The person who tried to trap you in darkness will watch as you step into the light. Their games will no longer work, because the truth has broken their power. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The exposure will arrive like a thief in the night, unplanned and unstoppable. Their hidden life will spill out for all to see, leaving them trembling in the ruins of their own lies. They believed they could outrun truth, but heaven has caught them. You will feel a wave of release as the puzzle pieces finally align. No more confusion, no more restless wondering. The clarity will be sharp, undeniable, and liberating. They will not be able to wear their mask anymore, because it will fall in front of the very people they wanted to deceive. The same ones they tried to impress will now see their true reflection. Their pride will collapse with their disguise. And you, instead of sinking, will rise higher than before. The strength of truth will carry you forward, while their downfall becomes their own burden to bear. Type Amen to get blessing 999. This revelation is not only about them, it is about you. It is about reclaiming your energy, your peace, and your destiny. It is about walking free from manipulation that tried to bind you. You will not only see their face, you will also see your own strength. Every test, every wound, every tear prepared you for this exact moment. You are stepping into a higher version of yourself. The exposure is like fire. It burns away what is false, leaving only what is pure. The lies cannot survive the flames of truth. Once the mask is gone, you will breathe again with full lungs. You will realize how long you were holding your breath in fear of betrayal. That fear will die the moment the truth rises. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Their real face will not only be exposed to you but to others around them. The image they worked so hard to build in the eyes of others will crumble. Their reputation will bear the scars of truth. Those who once defended them will begin to question. Those who believe their stories will see the holes in their lies. They will no longer be able to maintain control. You will not have to argue or explain. The truth will speak louder than words, louder than denial. It will be undeniable, shining like a torch in the darkness. And the world will finally see them for who they truly are. The mask that once gave them power will now become the reason for their fall. Type Amen to get blessing 222. This is your breakthrough moment. The heaviness that sat on your chest will be lifted. The tears that blurred your vision will give way to sight sharper than ever before. You will look back and realize you survived something that was meant to break you. The exposure will be your turning point, the day the lies no longer held you prisoner. They will try to rebuild, to cover their face again, but heaven will not allow it. Once revealed, there is no going back. Once exposed, there is no mask strong enough to hide them. The light of truth will shine until every dark corner is uncovered. Their real face will remain visible, and your soul will finally rest in peace. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The countdown has already begun. The 72 hours are ticking, and each moment draws you closer to liberation. The veil is thinning, and the exposure is racing toward you. Do not fear the change it brings. Change is uncomfortable, but it is necessary. This truth will not destroy you, it will build you. Every secret act, every shadow they used, every word they twisted will return to them like a mirror. They will be forced to face what they created. And you will be free. Free from their grip, free from their lies, free from the chains you never deserved. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The mask they cling to is crumbling faster than they expected. Every move they make now is desperate, every word they speak is shaky. They can feel the eyes of truth closing in on them. The energy around you has already shifted. The heaviness that once clouded your spirit is lifting, because light is taking over where darkness used to hide. The countdown has begun, and heaven will not delay. Their downfall will arrive in layers. First whispers, then cracks, and finally the full collapse. What they once guarded so tightly will spill out into the open. And when it does, you will finally see them clearly. No more illusions, no more masks, only their true face staring back at you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Do not mistake their charm for strength. Charm is temporary, but truth is eternal. They painted themselves with colors that do not belong to them, but the rain of exposure is washing everything away. Soon, people will see the stains left behind. The false beauty, the false kindness, the false loyalty, all of it will be erased. What remains will shock everyone. The mask they wore was never truly theirs. It was borrowed, built from lies, crafted to deceive. But when it falls, they will stand with nothing but the face they tried so hard to hide. And in that moment, justice will breathe. You will know that heaven never abandoned you. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The pain you carried will transform into wisdom. The wounds they caused will become scars of strength. And the revelation will be your reward for surviving the deception. Your heart will finally rest. No more guessing, no more doubts, no more confusion. You will see the truth so clearly that no one will be able to convince you otherwise. They may fight the exposure, but heaven's timing is perfect. When the mask falls, there is no escape, no undoing. It will happen, whether they are ready or not. And when it does, you will be ready. Stronger, wiser, freer than you have ever been. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The real face they've hidden carries shadows darker than you imagined. But those shadows cannot survive under the light that is breaking through. They will be forced to reveal what they never wanted you to see. The moment will come suddenly, leaving them no time to prepare. They will stumble over their own words, trapped by the lies they once used to manipulate. Their own actions will betray them. This is not just exposure, it is justice. Heaven has marked this hour so that you will no longer suffer in silence. The truth is the gift you deserve. And once their mask is gone, you will never again allow such deception into your life. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The 72 hours are ticking faster now. Each second is heavy with destiny, carrying the energy of divine exposure. The truth is closer than you think. Do not be shaken by the storm that follows. Every storm passes, but what it leaves behind is a clearer sky. And that clear sky belongs to you. Their fall will be loud, undeniable, and complete. No one will question the truth when it is revealed. The mask they wore will shatter beyond repair. And you will walk into a new chapter, one where deception cannot hold you anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The air around you is already shifting, heavy with the weight of what is about to unfold. This person's mask is cracking, and no matter how hard they try to hold it in place, the truth is slipping through. Their every gesture, every glance, every word betrays what they have hidden. They thought they could outsmart destiny. They thought they could play both sides, smiling in your presence while whispering in the shadows. But destiny cannot be tricked, and heaven's clock is running out on them. Their fear is growing, though they try to disguise it. Their eyes dart, their tone shakes, and the mask they once wore with ease now feels like a prison. They cannot breathe under the weight of their own lies. And soon, in front of you and in front of others, the mask will fall completely. The real face they fought so hard to hide will be exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 111. When the moment arrives, it will not come. Their secrets will pour out like water from a broken jar. Once spilled, it cannot be collected again. The truth will run wild, unstoppable, undeniable. You will remember every warning, every sign you felt but could not explain. The restless nights, the heaviness in your chest, the whispers in your spirit, all were preparing you for this hour. And when you see their true face, you will finally understand why you were being prepared all along. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The pain of betrayal is sharp, but it will not destroy you. In fact, it will lift you into strength you didn't know you had. You will rise above what they tried to bury you under. The revelation will shock you, but it will also free you. You will no longer be tangled in webs of lies, no longer second-guessing your own instincts. Your spirit will be cleared of confusion. They will be left trembling in the ruins of their own deception. Those who once believed their act will turn away, unable to deny what has been revealed. The mask will not survive the light of truth. And when the dust settles, you will stand unshaken, carrying the clarity they never wanted you to have. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The 72 hours are not just a warning, they are a countdown to your release. Every tick of the clock is breaking another piece of the chains they wrapped around you. The mask cannot hold against the power of divine timing. This exposure is more than just justice. It is renewal. You are stepping into a life free from deceit, where your eyes see clearly and your spirit walks with peace. The heaviness in your chest will vanish when their true face is revealed. The fog of confusion will lift, leaving nothing but sharp clarity. What was once hidden will shine in the open. And once you see it, you will never again let such darkness near your heart. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The final moments before the mask falls are the hardest for them. They are restless, panicked, and desperate. They know the truth is pressing against the walls they built, ready to burst through. You will notice it in their behavior. The sudden defensiveness, the nervous gestures, the cracks in their speech. Their mask is no longer stable, and the fear of exposure is consuming them. Do not be fooled by their attempts to act normal. Behind their smile is trembling fear, behind their calm words is chaos. The mask is too heavy for them to hold. And when it falls, it will not just reveal them to you, but to everyone who needs to see. Type Amen to get blessing 555.